Understanding concept, is it important in inorganic? Yes, definitely. It should not be done immediately, but it should be done definitely. You must go through the current topic which is going on. The current topic should not be a backlog. Otherwise, you will face some serious problems during revision. So, the first priority should not be question practice, but question practice should be done. Third is the mistake copy. If you do not have this, you will never see any improvement in score. Welcome everyone, myself Nilatri Dev, your biology educator. So this is a session regarding the revision strategies, as you have already seen. Now revision strategic videos, these are not for a specific class, because if I look into class 11 standard, we are already in a phase where we have covered a lot of chapters, not only in biology but for physics, chemistry as well. And if I speak of class 12, your syllabus is already been covered. So if some chapter is remaining in any subject, because as of biology and physics the syllabus is done in fraction. So if anything is remaining from your side, or any chapter as of now you feel is weak, first make a list whether to go through a chapter which is completely undone or not. If a chapter is completely undone, that should be your first priority, to solve or go through that chapter, then solving the questions and PYQs. From here I am assuming that the revision strategy will be for those where we have completed a lot of chapter, or we have completed the entire syllabus for class 12, and now we will be discussing how to revise them to regain it. Fine. So the first thing I will be discussing is regarding my subject, of course, biology. In biology, for revision purpose, the first thing is you all know regarding NCERT, but when we speak of NCERT, we must be very sure that this should be very in-depth. An in-depth analysis of NCERT is very essential. See, if you go through that book superficially, you will be unable to answer a lot of questions. For if you take my personal suggestions, I will first say you go through the class notes first. This should be your first priority. If you have short notes, then it is fine to go through the short note first, but for revision purpose, I think first of all you need to go through the class notes. Simultaneously you read the NCERT book. Suppose a topic of class note you have taken right now, complete that from the copy, and then you go through the NCERT accordingly. Bring both of them simultaneously in the same pace, and then you go for solving questions. Every time you read NCERT, you find a different meaning of the same line. First you read a line arbitrarily, then you go through the class note and read the same line, you will get a different meaning. Every time you read a chapter, you will get something new in the NCERT, because it is a hidden book. So never go for superficial reading or for just completing the chapter from NCERT. Go through each and every line very seriously, because if I am taking a case of NEET 2022 or 23, each and every question was from line of NCERT, and I am not telling that the lines were twisted or something. Direct line was given from NCERT book. All the questions, that is 360 marks, were given directly from NCERT. So this is not new that I am telling you to read NCERT. Everyone here says to read NCERT, and it is meaningful. Fine. The second thing is question practice. Now why question practice is important? You have gone through the class notes, you have gone through in-depth NCERT, but there are some twisted questions. And in that twisted questions, you get stuck and some marks get reduced. If you are aiming for 360, then you must go for question practice. From any standard book, you should do some question practice, and during question practice, you will get some new concepts. Now, whoever is the teacher, some concepts might be relevant, some concepts might be irrelevant. You can justify them or you can judge them. Just come with that question or that set of questions to me. Was every Sunday we have doubt clearing? You come with that set of questions, I will justify whether it is to be done or that topic has to be read. But these new concepts relevant relevant to syllabus, you will get by doing question practice. So the first priority should not be question practice, but question practice should be done. It should not be done immediately, but it should be done definitely. Fine. And the last thing is PYQs. While solving PYQs, one problem that you face is that some questions, same, these are completely new to you. So while solving PYQ, I will take it as a standard 2014. From 2014 to 23, you can go for the PYQs, or at max you can go up to 2013 max. Don't go beyond that. You buy a 36 years PYQ book and solve the questions from 13 to 23. Don't go beyond that, because at that time the question level of that time before 2013 and present date is different. Although each and every topic, each and every chapter I am going elaborately, but you should stick to this PYQs from 2013 to 23. Fine. Now let's move on to chemistry. Now chemistry is a very diverse subject. It is not as simple as biology, because here you have three different fields. It is a deciding subject, because here you need to apply technical skills in physical. Here you need to apply some recalling skills in inorganic and organic as well. I am not telling these are not logical, all three are logical equally. But if I am telling about physical chemistry, it is purely intellectual and it is purely logical. So understanding the concept here is very important. From the teacher you are learning. The conceptual clarity of physical chemistry is must. You cannot just simply learn a formula and put. Such formula putting questions, if you get in the paper, it is purely a matter of luck. The question paper will be considered easy and everyone will be able to answer those. Secondly, you need to go for question practice from any standard book. If you take my suggestion, I personally feel Anavasti is a very good book for question practicing in physical. Fine. And definitely you should go for PYQs. And for physical, you should go for JEE mains PYQs as well. The previous year papers of JEE mains, buy a book of JEE main PYQs for chemistry, but physical chemistry is one must be done. Fine. Now we are coming to inorganic. Just like biology, here NCERT is the most crucial part. In inorganic, understanding concept, is it important in inorganic? Yes, definitely. I am telling you, there is a huge trend going on for shortcuts. Never follow them. If you are going for a reaction, don't go for the shortcut trick. First try to understand the logic behind it, and then you go through the NCERT. And one more important thing is, while solving questions, you must check whether these are NCERT based questions or not. This is what needs to be followed in inorganic. And inorganic chemistry, it should be read every day. Every day you did not to go through physical chemistry. Every day you cannot go through organic chemistry, but every day, at least for some time, you should keep for inorganic revision. It might be 30 minutes, it might be 1 hour, either in the morning or just before sleeping at night. You should go for inorganic at least once. Here, understanding is important, but simultaneously every line of NCERT is important. They are picking up questions from every line. And one more important thing, the questions at the end of the chapter in NCERT book, these are also very important in inorganic. Fine. Now for organic, if you take my suggestion, for NEET point of view, you need not to go through any specific theory book like Solomon's Frile or something. First, go through the class notes of your teacher. This is very important. This is the foremost thing in organic chemistry. Secondly, you need to go through the NCERT. Check the last 3 years paper. Check the papers of last 3-4 years of organic, the questions are directly framed from NCERT. NCERT in-text questions, NCERT exercise and NCERT text, the theory part. Then you should go for question practice. Here you can go for, my suggestion is that there is a book MS Chauhan, you can go for that book. This book is quite standard from organic point of view. Similarly, you must go through the PYQs. I think these are already given in the MS Chauhan book. I am not exactly sure, but I know in NAVAS it is given. So definitely in MS Chauhan also the PYQs will be given. Fine. In inorganic, you can go for the Jaiswal book, or you can go for a book called K. Kumar Vadha. This is also a good book in inorganic. Jaiswal is good, VK Jaiswal. You can also go for the K. Kumar Vadha book in inorganic. And PYQs of NEET you will definitely do, but also of JEE mains. Don't go for the advanced part, but the mains part you should do for organic. Fine. Now I am coming to the last subject, that is physics. From physics point of view, I am telling you something. Don't go for the pace of syllabus. This is where you get stuck. If you think your teacher is teaching it slow, then go slowly in physics. Physics is not a subject where you will complete the syllabus very fast and then you will go for revisions multiple times. Go with the pace of the teacher. So without focusing on the pace, focusing on learning physics, not by shortcuts. See, at the end of the day, shortcuts in physics will never work. I am telling you. Physics is quite different from biology and chemistry as a whole. You need to learn each and every concept. You need to go through each and every type of problem. Make questions as case study. This is important. Physics is a very logical subject. So logic plus understanding here is very important, without just focusing on how fast we complete the syllabus. Whoever is the teacher, he or she will complete the syllabus by time, that is sure. You need not to focus on how much of the syllabus is completed. You must go through the current topic which is going on. The current topic should not be a backlog. Otherwise, you will face some serious problems during revision. Second part is question practice. From NEET point of view, CP Singh is a basic book. CP Singh is a very basic book from NEET point of view. You can also go for DCP as well. You can go for the module of fraction. Every coaching has different module. I cannot elaborately say that this module is good, this one is bad. The module of fraction, it is very standard. You can go through that module. You should definitely go through that module after you complete the book. And lastly, this needs to be done when teacher is instructing you to do so. From BM Sharma, you will do certain problems that will be selected by your teacher. All the problems of BMS is not important. Your teacher should give some selective problems from that BMS book, or delete some selected problems that these specific questions are not necessary, but the rest of the questions you can do. And from CP Singh, I am telling you, here you should also do the examples. But before solving the examples, go for the exercise. This might seem to be unorthodox, but I am telling you, first go for the exercise part and second you go for the example part while solving CP Singh. And don't take CP Singh as a standard. CP Singh presently is a very basic book for NEET. After which you need to go through the module, you need to go through the BMS. Fine. And most important thing is the JEE PYQ. See, obviously NEET PYQs you will do. NEET PYQs you will definitely do. But the JEE main PYQs, these are very important for NEET. a question that has come in say JEE 2018 or 19 has very high chances of coming in NEET 2023, 24 or 25. So when you are preparing in fact for a test, follow all the points I have said, starting from physics, chemistry, biology, all the points you just recall, you follow them, you will definitely see a very high hike in score. Fine. And since I am telling about test, from mock test point of view, the frequency of test is important. Here you should follow that you should never miss the test. Now you might think every teacher says the same. No one has any personal agenda. If a teacher is asking you to give the test, he or she do not have any personal agenda. The only agenda that we have in our mind is if you go through the tests, you will see improvement. Any reason you may give for not giving a test, whatever be the reason, but the main reason is that you are not prepared. You are not prepared well for the test. This is the only reason you are remaining absent or not appearing for the test. So never miss a test. If you keep in your mind that you will not miss the test, you will prepare well. Aim is not to change the goal. Aim is to chase the goal. So skipping a test is not the option. Fine. Now you are giving test and you are not seeing any improvement. First of all, you follow everything I have said for biology, chemistry and physics respectively. Secondly, you don't miss any test. Next is analysis. How many number of tests you may give. If you do not do analysis of this paper that you have given, there is no value of giving this test. If paper analysis is not done properly, right after giving the test, you analyze each and every question. Before we give you the rank list, your marks, you find out your total marks. Don't wait for me giving the solutions. You find out the solution yourself after going to home. Then check with the solution or answer I am giving to you. Third is the mistake copy. If you do not have this, you will never see any improvement in score. Make 3 separate mistake diaries for physics, chemistry and biology. Write down each and every mistake. Say in part test 02, say you have done 3 mistakes. Say in question number 3, you forgot to convert the unit, say from gram to kg. This conversion was not done. Write down the mistake. Similarly for chemistry, similarly for biology. Was it a conversion mistake? Was it a conceptual mistake? Was it a not in the statement? Or was the question completely new to you? Fine. Make a mistakes copy giving the question number. The day you will be giving the test, say this Sunday you are giving a test. This Sunday morning, the first thing you should do after waking up is go through the mistake copy once. It will hardly take 5 to 10 minutes. But while giving the exam, you will be subconsciously very active that I have done this mistakes before. So you can at least have an effort to rule out the silly mistakes part. Mistakes can never be absolutely zero. If it is absolutely zero, it will be only for a single exam. Silly mistake can be minimized, cannot be obliterated completely. But if you go through this process during the day of exam, in the day of exam, I am not telling you to go through this only in the day of NEET. Definitely we will go through the mistakes copy in the day of NEET, but in each and every mock test, each and every part test, you need to go through this. mistakes copy in the morning. This will minimize your silly mistakes part. And lastly I would like to say that this is very important. This is a common mistake of the students. If you go for studying physics, you study physics the entire day. If you go for studying a specific chapter of chemistry, you go for studying chemistry the entire day. Give a distribution. And what is the distribution? I have always said that the distribution should be 2 to 1. That is 2 hours in physics, 2 hours in chemistry, 1 hour in biology every day for 2 slots. This 2 to 1 is excluding tuition. Now, don't think that I have taken a physics class today, I had my physics class today, 2 hours has been done. Without your school, without your tuitions, this way you need to manage it for 2 times. This is how it needs to be done. 2 hours of physics, 2 hours of chemistry, 2 hours of biology. This entire cycle for twice a day at least, excluding school or tuitions. Follow each and everything I have said right from the beginning till now and check your score lift in the upcoming exams. Make a list of your score in the last exam and then check your score in the next exam, then the next exam. You will definitely see a hike in score. Your score will definitely increase if you follow each and everything I have said. And don't take these words in your mind, study it for one day and then you forget it. Don't do such nonsense right now. You have already wasted a lot of time. I have already said it in class yesterday, today as well. I am not in a very happy mood during this session. So it's better you follow each and every steps I have said right now. Other than individually coming to me, I will be repeating the same things. You go through each and everything I have said. This would be very helpful for you as well. And definitely it will be helpful. I can guarantee you. Follow these steps. And don't think that you know all of them before, you knew all of it before. Even if you knew it, you didn't follow it at all. Start following it from today. And in certain cases, if you need, take a note of certain points that you are missing. Paste it in a paper right in front of your study table. You will get a recall every time that you need to do this. Okay. So this was regarding the entire strategy of how the revision is to be done in these few days. We will be soon meeting in the next session. Fine.